Hi guys, Sujal this side from Branding Infinity. I hope first of all that all of you and your loved ones, आप लोग सब अच्छे होंगे. All of you are keeping well. Obviously because of this COVID-19 situation right now, as you can see, बाल वाल सब ऐसे ही चल रहा है. So I hope everything is going well. I just wanted to make a quick video on Facebook targeting options and Facebook audience selection options. Just want to go through all the different criteria that Facebook provides in terms of let's say choosing your customer avatar. So without any further delay, I'll just switch over my screen and we'll get into the Facebook ads manager and we'll start going through all the different options. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please like it, and if you do not like this video, if you find something is missing or not up to the quality, it might be possible, so just let me know. But anyway, so just let me know in the comment section below, and really I do take your feedback very seriously. So we'll go through that, and I hope you like it. Hey guys, so Sujal this side again. Now as you can see, we are in my personal ad account. Here we will start from the very basic. So let's just start a new campaign just so you can have the entire overview of the process. So let's since this I'm not going to be running this campaign obviously, so we can choose whatever you want. I'll just go with engagement for now, and let's name it YouTube video engagement. Obviously you can name it whatever you want. Just make sure, in fact, just a pro tip, make sure that your campaign name is something that you can easily identify, and same for your ad set, same for your ad level names as well. Make sure that they're all very specific, very precise, because when you start initially you won't have as many campaigns, but as you grow into it and as you run a lot of ads, there might be hundreds or even thousands of ads and ad sets and obviously campaigns. So then it becomes very hard for you to identify. So make sure everything is very precise. Just for the sake of this video, we'll start with YouTube video engagement, campaign budget optimization, and alpha beta test. I'll just leave it as it is. So we go to continue. Ad set name, again, we can name it anything that you want. So I'll just name it like this. Anyway, so that aside, I hope you get the message. That aside, now we'll start with creating a new audience. So as you can see here already, Facebook has selected based on my location. I'm based in India, so they have already chosen India. Age group is as wide as it can be, all the genders, and the rest of it, everything is basically automatic. So Facebook says that for this very basic audience, the potential reach is gonna be kind of broad. It's 290 million people. Obviously you do not want it that way. You want your campaign, see, for example, if you see the age group, it's 18 to 65, but an ad creative or an ad image or the text of an ad that would work for someone who is 23, that'll be very different to someone who is maybe there in their 50s. So you have to be very careful. So let's just start with it. We can obviously edit the location. It's not really wise to go for the entire country unless your product really needs that. For example, if you're running a chain of gyms and you're running let's say an online training program right now in COVID-19 situation, so instead of the entire country itself, you can choose the cities in which you have your major target audience. So for the sake of this example, I'll just choose Delhi, which is my hometown. And then even after you choose the city itself, obviously you can take multiple areas as well. I'll just give an example. And then when you choose Noida in UP, you can see if you just want the city itself of Noida, or do you want their surrounding areas as well. So you can choose that as well, but for now let's stick to Delhi. And then you can also choose if you want people who are living in Delhi, whose homes are in Delhi, or people who are recently traveling as well. So you can choose both or you can just choose people who are you just recently traveled to Delhi, so people who checked in, or when Facebook detected that they are in Delhi, so you can choose that, or people living in this location, so you can just choose accordingly like that. In fact, there's a specific option as well for people traveling in this location. So people who are let's say I put up a status that says traveling to New Delhi. I'm living in Kolkata, for example, so I'm traveling to New Delhi. So this is what comes in handy. Otherwise, I think again it depends on you. So if my let's say if my fitness club is in Delhi, I'll choose people who are living in this location because that's what I want to target. Now when it comes to age, again it depends. You can choose from whatever, and obviously once you make the changes, everything will start reflecting. So I think from 290 million we have already gone down to 16 million, which is a good start. Now age, obviously 18, 19, it's from our experience for working for a chain of fitness gyms, 18 is not an age group that really works, that really converts for our level of gym, because it's a premium chain of gyms. So we'll select, let's say 24 till 35. Let's choose this criteria, this age group. So again, as you can see, the potential reach has already come down to half. Now it's 8 million after from 16 million. Genders, of course, you can change from men, women to all. So since we are offering online training, let's say we are providing different programs for different people, for different sexes. So let's choose women for this one, just as an hypothetical example. Again, it's gone down from 8 till 2.3, and if you choose men, it's 5.6. In fact, let's leave it at all, why not? So this is a very basic audience selection. You should never ever leave your ad campaigns just optimized to this level, because here even now your campaign will go very wide and you will most likely not reach your target audience. You'll be wasting a lot of money. This is where this part of the targeting comes up, which is detailed targeting. And obviously, I think as you can tell from the name, I'm sure most of us or most of you will be knowing, but if you're totally new to Facebook ads, this is where actually you can choose the interest of your target audience, you can choose their demographics, you can choose their behavior. We'll go into details, but in a nutshell, this is where you can create your customer avatar. So let's say we are obviously running an ad for a fitness chain. So let's say people who are interested in physical exercise. So here you can see 729 million people are interested in physical exercise, which is a huge amount of people. But then it will be matched from our target audience here within 8 million. So the number would be a lot different. So let's say physical exercise. People who might be interested in fitness, they may also be interested in yoga. So you can choose that as one of the interests. People really interested in physical fitness, and since you're trying to sell online training programs, so you want to target those people who are into healthy eating already, because those people, they show certain commitment and they are on the edge of maybe they've already begun their fitness journey, or maybe they're on the edge, so they're interested in healthy eating. So maybe you can try healthy eating. So you can see for this particular keyword, it's 3,161, but that's because this is in the fields of study. The people who are studying, healthy eating or dietary programs, nutrition, this is where it comes in. So we don't want this one. Let's take this one, which is just a normal interest. So people who have expressed an interest in pages or who are part of groups that's focused on healthy eating or eating healthy. So we can choose this one. Even now you can see 2.5 million people. If you wanna narrow it down, so now what happens is that anyone from this target selection who either likes pages related to eating healthy, or who likes pages related to physical exercise or yoga, any one of these, that'll be within the target audience. What if you want people who are interested in physical exercise and eating healthy? So those people who have expressed interest in both of these criteria. So in that case, you can remove yoga and you can narrow it down. You can remove eating healthy as well for here, and then you can just narrow it down to eating healthy, and there you have it. Now you can see the difference. So the audience has become from, I think, 2.5 million or whatever it was to just 180,000. So you can see how much more specific the audience has become. So now the criteria is you're targeting people who are living in Delhi, who are between the age group of 24 to 35, any sex, but they are interested in both physical exercise and eating healthy. So this is how you become, or how you rather make your audience more specific. We'll remove this now. We'll remove this as well, because now I want to show you how you can actually figure out the different options that Facebook gives you, because it makes it a lot easier instead of guessing everything. So first of all, let's begin with demographics as it is the first one. So these are the general criteria, not so much about their interest of the people you're targeting or their behaviors. This is just their physical attributes, let's say physical attributes, and their experiences. Everything that comes here would be under the category of demographics. So you can choose from their education. So maybe if you want someone, like we already saw about healthy eating, fields of study could be anything. So let's say maybe marketing, just to give you another example. So you can choose online marketing. So people who take online marketing courses, social media courses, anything like that. So that'll come up here. Then you can also choose by the school, the undergraduation years. You can also choose by the financials. So this is only applicable to US. But if you're running, any campaigns that are international, maybe you're running an ad campaign in Chicago or in California, let's say. So you can choose this one. But for India and for most of the countries, this is not really relevant. But this one you can definitely choose. So people who are living away from hometown, or people who are living away from family. So maybe if you have, let's say, a gift delivery service, and you want to target someone who has who has a birthday in their family, or maybe Mother's Day is coming up, and you want this guy or this girl to deliver a gift to their mother, you can choose away from family and away from hometown, right? So this is the perfect audience, or this is the perfect individual who will be interested in getting a gift delivered to their parent, to their mother, because they cannot physically do so. So you can choose life events like this as well. Birthday, again, you can choose the birthday month. So you might have seen one of those ads where there's a t-shirt that says legends are born in July, legends are born in November, legends are born in August. So this is the key targeting that they use. So you can choose birthday. You can also choose friends of people that have a birthday coming up. So again, maybe if you want to target people whose birthday is coming up, so you can choose this area as well, friends of recently moved. So these are the different options. Long distance relationship, again, especially during lockdown right now as it stands, you might have seen there might be a lot of ads again for gift delivery service. So right now technically we are all in long distance relationship, but again you can use this criteria itself to identify people for your flower delivery, like Ferns and Petal and all of these companies. People who have a new job. So maybe if you're running a clothing store, a formal let's say a formal tailor or something like that, so maybe these people will be more interested in buying suits or in buying formal shirts or anything like that. So you can choose this criteria, new job, then newly engaged, newlyweds. These, again, you can choose these ones as well, but depending on the product. So you can either classify people based on their birthdays, their marital status, if they're getting married soon, if they're living with their families, whatever it might be. You can choose certain life events as well. Again, parents as well, you can see if they are parents with adult children, if they're parents with young children. So maybe if you're let's say you are Pampers, a famous brand of diapers for babies, then you can again just choose this one. and then you can just see new parents. So these are the people who will be most likely to buy your product. Or maybe if you're Johnson and you're selling baby creams or whatever, so you can choose this. If you are a stationery shop selling pens and pencils, sketchbooks, whatever it might be, so you can again see these ones, because ultimately for this particular audience, the students won't actually be doing the shopping. They need the money from their parents. So the student is the customer, or rather the student is the consumer, but your customer, the person who's actually gonna buy the product, is the parent. Similarly, for a lot of these companies that are coming up like Byju's and all of those, the educational applications, so you can choose these criteria as well, because again, your parents are the target audience here. Then relationship, of course, complicated, divorced, in a relationship, married, whatever it might be, you can choose people on that area as well. Similarly, when it comes to interest, you can choose the business or the industry that they belong to. So if you're running an online let's say an online social media course, which has become a lot popular these days, so you can just choose people who are interested in digital marketing, digital advertising, email marketing, social media, web design, web development. You can choose all of them and create an audience based on that. In fact, let's make it like this. Just remove all of these and we'll just take a quick check on the size. So now let's say I'm selling a course on email marketing, right? Email copy, and when to send an email, which email service to use, how exactly do you write an email. So this service I'm selling, so I'm gonna choose digital marketing here, and then I'm gonna narrow it down. Right now it's 840,000. Then I'm gonna narrow it down to this one, to email marketing. So now I want people who are interested in both digital marketing but email marketing as well. So not just one of them, I want both the criteria to be satisfied. So again, you can narrow it down further. So it has gone to 300,000 from 840,000, again more than half. So you can choose business as well, like this, entertainment as well. You can choose the type of games people like, the type of music they listen to, the type of TV shows that they watch, the books they read, if they're dating right now, if they're married, again the same as before. Again, coming back to the fitness example that we're taking, so we can choose bodybuilding, meditation, physical exercise, running, yoga, whatever it might be. So you can choose this. Similarly, along the same lines, you can also choose people who are into cold drinks and coffees, energy drinks. You can target your audience like that. You can also choose people who are into beauty products. So maybe if you're running an ad for salon, or if you're a makeup artist, you can choose people who are interested in beauty salons. You can choose people who are interested in spas. If you're a tattoo studio, obviously this is the one that you will choose, tattoos. So you can run it like that as well. And then you can also choose people who are interested in technology. But I think the most important one comes here, which can really make you specific with the audience. So for example, if you're running an advertisement for an app that is only suitable for, let's say, iPhones, so you can choose mobile device user, and then you can choose the brand, and then you can just choose Apple, right? You can see which version of the Apple device you want to choose. So it could be iPhone XS Max, it could be maybe iPhone 8, whichever the app you want to target. Or if you're not running an ad for an app, but you want to target people with high expenditure, or if you're selling a premium good, then it might be a good idea for you to target people with iPhone XS and XS Max, and then people with maybe not BlackBerry, but let's say Samsung. We can find Samsung, and maybe we can choose Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, because that used to be an expensive phone. So you get the idea. So you can choose the device through which you might be able to figure out what is their income level, or if they spend good money. Or maybe if you're running an ad like D brand, for example, which is a famous skin company for phones, or a case brand, then you can choose the device. So maybe if I want to sell iPhone cases only for iPhone 10s and 10s Max, then maybe this is the only thing I'll choose. So again, it depends on your product, but you have the option to choose from what mobile devices they use, what exactly are their digital activities, if they're spending some money on Facebook, if they are Facebook page admins, so you can target that as well, which means that if you're trying to run your ad to business owners, then you can choose these ones. If you can see, so business page admins, health and beauty page admins, so these are the people that you might want to be targeting. Similarly, you can also choose politics, but then again it's only based on US, and I'll recommend you to not get into it because it sometimes it's not 100%, but sometimes it makes the ad approval process a bit problematic. Then you can choose the purchase behavior, so engage shopper, so people who are, of course, in every Facebook ad or in most of Facebook ads, there's a clear call to action which maybe says learn more or download now or shop now or whatever it might be. So these are the people who are most likely to click on that. So if you're trying to promote a specific call to action, then I think this is the one that you should definitely click on. And then finally, one of the ones for the travel sector itself, if maybe you organize let's say business conferences, or if you have a travel agency, all of this is obviously not relevant right now due to COVID-19, due to coronavirus. But then if in a general scenario, in a normal case, you can see people who are frequent international travels, people who travel regularly, who returned from travel or whatever it might be. So again, for example, if you're selling, let's say, passport covers and stamps and all of these kind of fancy gifts, then you can choose people who frequently travel and who are frequent international travels. In fact, again, coming back to the example where you were trying to target people who have a high income, who like to spend, and then you were choosing iPhone 10s Max. Here you can also choose frequent international travelers, because again, it shows that they have a high income. This is not ideal, and you should not be doing it if you're trying to target people with high income level, because again, it'll send your ads to people who may not be interested in your product, but who still might be earning a lot, if you know what I mean. So it's not necessary that every international traveler would be interested in your product. So ultimately, it depends on what your product is, what your service is. If you think your product can be used by anyone, it's not a specific product, then you can target these kind of audience. Otherwise, you're better off trying to be more specific and not just depend on the mobile device or their traveling status. So yeah, that's it. This is how you can choose your audience. Let me know down in the comments below if you might have any confusions, or if you might want to know anything else apart from this basic overview. Obviously, we could have gone and created a specific audience for any industry, but what we'll do is that we will create an audience, a specific target audience, including all the factors that I mentioned and that I'll mention in the upcoming steps as well. So we'll do that, but you let me know in the comments below which particular product or service that you want to target, that you want to sell, and the one with most interest. It might be fitness, it might be beauty, it might be mobile apps, whatever it might be. You can just let me know in the comments below, and we'll create an audience based on that. So this is how you can create your audience. You can also choose this option. I prefer not to, but then, because ultimately what happens is that Facebook, if you choose this, Facebook will expand your target audience. So if you might have seen, it's gone from 860,000 people to roughly 8 million people. But then it's not necessary. This is only a way for Facebook to make more money, in my experience. So you can choose this as well. Then of course, you can choose language if you want. You can choose connections. So maybe if you're selling a course, let's say, which is only in English, so you can choose English all, and then it'll target only people who speak or who have indicated that they speak English. And then connection type as well. You can choose people who like your page. So if you want to run an ad that is very specific to the people who already like your page, so you can choose that. You can choose friends of people who like your page, and more of these options you can find it here. Now, Another important thing is to understand where your ad is going to be displayed. So let's take an offline example. If you are running an ad, let's say for a beauty salon, then maybe you are paying 1 lakh rupees. Hypothetically, you're paying 1 lakh rupees and your ad will be displayed on billboards on highways. It could be displayed inside maybe lifts in a building. It could be displayed behind those e-rickshaws. So there could be a lot of placements. Similarly, Facebook also provides a lot of placements. I will always recommend you to choose manual placements, because it's not necessary that your ad needs to be everywhere. And again, this is if you let it be on automatic, it's up to Facebook to make more money out of your ad. So this is automatic selection is not the best way to spend your money. So again, be specific. So maybe I just want to run my ad on Facebook newsfeed, because maybe that's where I find the most conversions happening. Or if I'm not running videos, then I'll remove this one. So you can just choose that, and now my Facebook ad will only run on the newsfeed itself, not on the audience network. So audience network is obviously basically the additional apps. So maybe you are using Facebook and then you open up Tinder, for example, let's say, then after 5 or 6 swipes you might see an ad that is audience network of Facebook. But I don't want that. I just want to run my ad on Facebook newsfeed. Maybe I want to include Instagram as well, so I can choose Instagram feed and Instagram Explorer as well. Again, be specific with your placements, and it always depends on the kind of ad you're running, where your audience most likely is supposed to be, and these kind of factors. And then of course, budget and schedule you can choose. I won't go into this detail right now because it's an entirely different video. So let me know once again in the comments below if you want a video on specifically budget and schedule as well. But I think this is it for now. These are the different options that Facebook provides you for audience selection. I think if you really sit down and you think about what exactly your customer could look like, what exactly behavior they may have, what age group they may belong to, where they come from, what are their habits, what have they studied, what do they like, what do they not like, what do they dislike rather. So all of these factors you really should sit down and study and create a customer avatar. In fact, I think I might do another video on just how to create customer avatar, because that is very important. Once you understand everything about your customer, you just need to type in here all the things you have identified, and Facebook will make sure that your ad reaches a very specific target audience, and then it'll cover. So this has been it for now. I hope the video helps you in understanding how to create and set up your Facebook audience for your ads. Again, like I said, if I might have any confusions, just let me know in the comment below, and I'll be coming up with another video on selecting an audience, a very specific audience for any particular industry. So you can let me know in the comments below itself how or which industry you want, and maybe I can include the customer avatar profiling as well in that video. So we'll create a customer avatar, and then based on avatar we can just create an audience itself. So that has been it. I hope this video helps you, and please like it if it does. Subscribe to our channel like already hinted to you, because it helps us grow, and in this quarantine we're gonna make sure that our YouTube channel grows as well. And we'll see in the next one. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Till then, please stay home, please stay safe, and we all hope that this passes as soon as possible. Take care.